Hey guys, Raccoon City Pizza here, and today I'm coming at you with another Resident Evil 9 Requiem theory. And this is over a recent interview that was released, I want to say yesterday or day before yesterday, as of the time of this recording. And it's something that really caught my eye. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. The interviewer asked, in the preview, it was mentioned that Leon has something called the Umbrella Curse. What more can you say about that? Nakanishi says, this game's setting takes place 30 years after the Raccoon City incident, which was connected to Umbrella. So this phrase about the Umbrella Curse refers to something that has affected people who were either enveloped by the incident or present when that situation happened. But that's about all I can say for now. So it's very interesting because if you don't know, the word enveloped means like, you're wrapped into it. So I'm not sure if he means that in a metaphorical way, like people that were affected outside, that didn't live there, maybe government officials or family members, or if that's talking about people who were there inside of it. But he does say or present when the situation happened. So I don't really quite know what he means by that. It could be both, or it could be one or the other. But what I'm very curious about is I recently made a video. You can check it out here in the comment section below. I will pin it up top. About how I wonder if Elpis has been with us the entire time and we just didn't know it. And go check out that video because this is kind of going to be a part 2 to that. But what if all of our survivors are actually infected with this new virus, whether it be Elpis or something else? And the reason I say this is because obviously Leon is infected. That's 100% confirmed at this point. We can see that in a lot of clips that we've seen so far. They also stated recently, I think again it was yesterday, whenever a lot of these YouTube channels are out here talking about the gameplay they experienced, there was a character that shows up that they can't talk about. I'm curious, what if it is Claire or Jill, or maybe both? I know that originally, the scrapped version of Resident Evil 9, Jill was apparently going to be in there. But I wonder if she's still going to be in here at least some, maybe even in just a cutscene or two. And I think it would be very interesting if we find out that people who were there in Raccoon City, maybe they got infected by an airborne strain. I mean, the T virus and the mentioned incident in Resident Evil 1 was an airborne infection. Now, of course, it was the G virus that mainly infected the city with the T virus, of course, and Resident Evil 2 and 3 and Outbreak, the Raccoon City incidents. Now, maybe because of that, it's taken a long time for them to show signs. Maybe that's why they are just now getting an infection. And I think it would be very interesting if we see Claire or Jill in the game and they're all kind of fighting to get this cure, to get things figured out. Victor Gideon also apparently has this quote-unquote umbrella curse, and I'm wondering if that's why he's infected. Now, of course, maybe he's been exposed to this for a longer time. If he has been around, what was it? I think the early 60s, whenever James Marcus and all them were around. Maybe because he was exposed to it for longer, he's now turned into this disgusting looking monster. And perhaps that's why our heroes are just now starting to show it. I do have another theory about Sherry showing up, and I wonder, because I am pretty sure that it's Sherry that we hear on the comms or whatever. What if Sherry kind of like guides Leon to be cured, and it kind of comes full circle? How poetic would it be if Leon and Claire, mainly Claire, are the ones who rescued Sherry and cured her of her G virus, and now Sherry uses her resources to help cure Leon and Claire, and again maybe even Jill, with their viruses. I think that would be a perfect full circle coming around, and I think that would add more credibility to Sherry showing up other than just a fan service, basically. So that's about it. I think that's really all I had to say. Oh, the one last thing I do want to throw in there is, if this is the case, maybe this would kind of canonize being bit in the games, and being healed by herbs. Now, of course, that's always been just simply a gameplay mechanic. Canonically, at least so far, none of our characters were bitten by zombies. But maybe, just maybe, they try to find a way to make this canon, because in the trailer, I'm sorry, not the trailer, in the recent gameplay, we see Leon literally use his arm with that big old monster body down on it, and that's in a cutscene. So to me, I'm thinking, hey, Leon, that's kind of reckless, um, to try not to be infected. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy, or do you think I'm onto something here? I would love to hear your guys' theories in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.